Hey everybody, what the heck is good? It's Jacob again with nextgenerationacoustics.com coming at you with the video today, and it is all about should I or should I not put a subwoofer in my studio room. Now, we're going to cover three main points in this video. The first one is why I think you shouldn't have one, in my opinion. And the first one is it just could create a lot of playback inaccuracies. Now, I've done thousands of room analyses, room designs, and seen a ton of people's studios that they're working with, and a lot of people, no offense, do not have the proper setup to accommodate a subwoofer. So my first recommendation would be to learn your room, learn the space that you're in, and try to get familiar with it before you add a subwoofer. Then once the space has been treated properly, once you're familiar with the space and you've gotten predictable mixes that you know that sound good and translate, then you could add a subwoofer in and possibly get some benefits. And the second part of this video is when should you get one? And I would say when you know your mixing room. Just like I said before, learn your space first, then add the subwoofer. The next is once you have it properly treated. Because if you all have inaccuracies in the bass representation, if you're hearing a lot of mid-range buildup and all kinds of stuff going everywhere, and you add a subwoofer, like I said in the first point, it's just going to create more mixing inaccuracies. And the last time I would say is you should have one just for playback and enjoyment. You know, if you like having a lot of boomy bass, especially if you're just listening, you have a home theater room, add a subwoofer. But if it's a recording studio setup and it's not properly treated and you don't really have mixes that are already translating properly, adding the subwoofer is just going to mess things up even more. So take it step by step. And last, I'm going to play my own devil's advocate and say why you should have one instead of why you shouldn't. And that's to hear the lows, okay? Because once your room is dialed in and you have a proper mixing setup, proper mastering setup, if you have a subwoofer in your room or a pair of subwoofers, depending on if you're mixing in surround sound, and we could get into subwoofer placement in another video, but once you have it dialed in and you add a subwoofer into the room, you'll actually be able to mix and master these subsonic frequencies or these lows and hear them better, hear them with more accuracy, hear them more represented in your space. So yeah, having a sub is a great thing if all the other factors in your room are proper. Now, if you need help getting your room proper, if you want to know if all the factors are right, feel free to submit a free room analysis form so I can look over it. We'll get back to you and give you a recommendation on how you can improve your space. And if you want to book an in-depth consultation with me personally to learn exactly what you need to do for your room, I'll cover all your questions and design a treatment plan specifically for your space. Click the link below and I'll be happy to help you out with that. Until next time, you guys make sure to subscribe to the channel and I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Don't use a sub unless you treat your space first. NGA.